Hey guys, it's Lindsay. I'm going to do the March reading. Okay. We're going to start with Earth signs for March. And what I was getting in general was lightening up the load. I kept hearing, lighten up. Okay. I feel like you've been holding a lot of very heavy energy, Earth signs, and that's naturally your physical sign, okay? So you tend to hold a lot in your physical body and have a hard time releasing it. So I feel like in March, the way it's coming through is you're finally going to start releasing all that heavy energy that you've been holding for a while, and it's like a breath of fresh air, okay? It becomes lighter, it becomes less difficult to move forward in your life. Nine of Cups, yes, because Nine of Cups, this is like your emotions, okay, related to your life. You're feeling this light energy. You see how she's almost flying? You're feeling like you can lift and walk forward, basically, where for a long time it felt like you had, I'm hearing concrete shoes, concrete shoes. And we're finally feeling the lightness in March. Anything else for, and I am going to say this as I usually say, this is a group reading, so if any of these messages don't align for you, take only what you need. Tarot is empowering for me, so if it doesn't empower you, then move right along, right? We're all responsible for our own lives and how we receive things, okay? So, general reading for Earth signs in March. Actually, some of you may actually be moving, and that may be part of this lightness that you're getting. The weight of where you were living was too heavy for you to actually, move on in life. Move up in life, and you're finally removing yourself from that space that was too heavy for you, okay? And for some of you, you had the Justice card. I think some of you, that is predicated by some court legal things, so just be aware, those things are closing out, or you're getting the justice, so you're getting the balancing out of any legal issues having to do with that move, having to do with where you are, okay? So March is you're finally releasing those heavy weights associated with legal issues. We're going to start with Capricorn. Capricorn. There's something with hearing Capricorn specifically. Hang on, let me get this a little bit clearer. Okay. We have the Six of Cups, which this reminiscing energy, you see this man is reminiscing about his youth, right? Okay. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles upright, so that indicates success in money. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, but this was reversed. So the way this is coming through, I'm hearing and not listening, Capricorn, hearing and not listening. So I think in the past, you have heard and not listened to others' advice, specifically surrounding your money, and it was good advice. So that may be part of why we have the legal issues in general, the general reading. And you're recognizing now that there were some options you could have taken that would have made it easier around your money, and you didn't, and so now you're kind of dealing with the repercussions, but you are coming out of that. So the indication with the Queen of Pentacles is that you're finally coming to balance with your money. You're finally getting a hold on your finances, and you are moving up and out, okay? So I think you recognize where you could have had done better in the past with your money, and you're now going to use that information that you originally didn't listen to kind of balance out, okay? So I'm also hearing it may be good for you, Capricorn, to get an advisor, like a financial advisor, and I think that that's going to be really important for you right now. And we have the Knight of Cups, which is interesting too, coming in for you, Capricorn, because the Knight of Cups has to do with romance. So there is this in March as well. We were talking originally, you're having this influx or balancing around your money, but then there's this other thing that's happening around. I'm getting a budding romance. So it's a very new romance. It's a very fresh romance. And it's with someone you haven't had a relationship with before. They are coming in if they haven't already come in, okay? And in March specifically is what I'm getting. It does feel like a very young and fresh romance, which you see the horse is kind of running and the man looks youthful. So it does feel young and fresh and different from what you've had before. And that's coming in March. So you're getting all this fresh energy that feels really good and really different from the heaviness of the past couple months and past couple years, because it feels like you've been holding on to a lot in the past couple years as well. And what I'm being drawn to in this card specifically is his tattoos. So he has an arm sleeve, and the arm sleeve, what it reminds me of, and this is going to be for somebody specific, so if it is you, you can confirm in the comments. What it reminds me of are the arm sleeves traditionally done in like Polynesian culture. So you may be Polynesian, or the person coming in may be Polynesian. And that's just a confirmation for that romantic relationship, Capricorn, in March. Okay, so we are going to move on to Taurus, March 2026. Taurus, what is showing up March 2026? I'm seeing your eyes brightening. It's interesting because Capricorn had hearing and you're having eyes. Your eyes are brightening, Taurus, so you're seeing things clearly now. And I feel like we said something around this in last month's reading, something with the sight. You're seeing things clearly now. Before you didn't, or you weren't, or you chose not to. But March, you're finally getting clarity around a couple things that are happening in your life. And again, it's specifically around money. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. You see how she's reaching for that next pentacle right there. And the bird is kind of sitting on top of it. So the bird indicates flight. But the way it's coming in for you, Taurus, is specifically around your... What is that? It's weird because it's the same message as Capricorn, but it's coming in differently, okay? It's talking about where you've let your money go in the past and you're having clarity on the sight of it, where Capricorn was having, you know, clarity around listening and not having listened before. You're finally having clarity and seeing around, like, where I'm hearing your money was flighty before, like the bird. I'm also hearing investing for you, Taurus. So if you haven't already invested, investment's going to be a really good idea for you in March, because you are getting that movement forward energy. And it's just going to help you to keep your money from flying because it's invested, right? It's locked in somewhere, okay? And so I want you to get advice around, oh my God, you guys are getting the same reading as Capricorn, just slightly different, okay? Taurus, you're getting the Eight of Cups, but you're getting the Eight of Cups reversed. So you're actually walking away from something, and specifically this was a relationship that you recently walked away from that was not emotionally fulfilling. So Cups is about emotions. It's like that deep internal emotion. It's a water suit, okay? Water is directly correlated to emotions. And you're very quickly coming into this like very passionate romance. It's like love and money, love and money. This reading for the earth signs in March, it's love and money for you, both you and Capricorn, Taurus. So this is yours. It's very heavy and passionate. So it actually is reading to me like someone coming in with a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius may be coming in. Specifically, I'm being drawn to Sagittarius. For some of you, it's a very passionate, heady romance. And like Capricorn, it doesn't feel like you've met this person before. It feels like a new, a fresh energy. But this one has a lot more fire to it than the other, than the Capricorn reading. So love and money, guys. That's pretty cool. So we're going to go into Virgo for the month of March 2026. Virgo for the month of March 2026. I'm getting the sun, because if you see, like, you see where the sun is, and it's like right here. Something around the sun, which the sun equals success, Virgo. That's coming through. It's the success you've been seeking. And it may or may not be around money for some of you. I feel like some of you it is and some of you it isn't. But you're finally getting that success in that specific area you've been seeking. Excuse me. And for a lot of you, I think it is actually to do with what you're passionate about, okay? And you're feeling and you're seeing the movement around that thing that you're passionate about. And that you love. Yours is love and money, but it's in a different way. Yours is, yep. Because you've been struggling to kind of like keep with the thing that you're passionate about, because you haven't been seeing the income, you haven't been seeing the success, you haven't been seeing the recognition is what I'm getting. And so it's been taking you a while to be really strong, but we have the Hierophant, and I'm specifically seeing the stairway up to the light. And we're talking about the light again. So that's just confirmation, King of Cups, right? So you're going to be feeling fulfilled in March, specifically around the thing that brings you passion, Virgo. And you're finally seeing the success in that thing. And this would be like the soul thing that you feel drawn to do, that you feel drawn to put out into the world, Virgo. And you're finally seeing it move forward, where for so long you weren't. And it's bringing you fulfillment. And that's really what I'm getting here for the March reading. So that is the March 2026 reading for Earth signs. My name is Lindsey Rose. This is Storyteller Tarot. If you would like your own personal reading, you can check out the links. Otherwise, I wish you guys well.